Have you ever seen a pigeon worth more than $1 million?
A $4 million super cow. They're the most expensive cow that has ever been sold at an auction.
What do a Lamborghini, a private jet, and a Ferrari all have in common? None of them cost as much as the animals you're about to see. A wolf dog recently sold for more than a Lamborghini. A camel auctioned off for the price of a private jet. A pigeon flew over 600 miles to win races and was later sold for $1.4 million. One racehorse went for a mind-blowing $70 million, more than some mansions in Beverly Hills. And get this, a thumb-sized insect once sold for $90,000, which is enough to buy a brand new Audi. A cow was bought, beating the cost of most penthouses in New York. There's also a dog with a panda-like face that had collectors fighting over millions to own it. Even a colorful koi fish fetched $1.8 million. Yeah, a fish that could buy you a luxury yacht. These animals aren't just cute or rare, they're worth millions. And today, we're going to show you exactly why collectors, breeders, and billionaires are spending fortunes to own them. Let's get started. Number 18. The $3.25 million Chow Chow. In 2023, a rare Chow Chow that looked like a red panda was sold for $3.25 million, making it one of the most expensive dogs ever. The dog had a unique reddish-brown coat and a round panda-like face, which caught attention at a private dog show in Shanghai. Only top breeders and collectors were invited. The buyer was S. Sathish, president of the Indian Dog Breeders Association and owner of over 150 rare dog breeds, including the famous Catabom Okami wolf dog. This Chow Chow came from a rare Qinling gene line that gives it colors like China's red and white panda from the Qinling Mountains. It came with pedigree papers, a custom diet, full-time handlers, and a breeding ban because of its rarity. The dog needs cold weather and special grooming to keep its fur bright and thick. No other dog from this bloodline has appeared in any sale, and Chinese breeders have refused to recreate it. Number 17. Fusaichi Pegasus, $70 million thoroughbred. Fusaichi Pegasus became the most expensive racehorse ever sold when Coolmore's stud in Ireland bought him for $70 million in 2000. He was born in Kentucky in 1997, sired by Mr. Prospector, one of racing's top stallions. And his dam, Angel Fever, also had strong bloodlines. His genetics made him highly valuable for breeding. As a yearling, he was bought for $4 million by Japanese businessman Fusao Sekiguchi, who named him by combining his name with Ichi, meaning number one in Japanese. Fusaichi Pegasus proved his talent by winning the 2000 Kentucky Derby and ending his racing career with 6 wins in 9 races, earning over $1.9 million. He stood 16.2 hands tall, with a strong build, long stride, and calm nature. His high price was mainly due to his breeding potential. While his offspring didn't match his success, he did sire graded stakes winners and influenced breeding lines worldwide. Number 16. Sir Lancelot Encore. In 2009, a Florida couple paid $155,000 to bring back their beloved Labrador Retriever, Lancelot, through cloning. The process was carried out by a biotech company in South Korea named BioArts International, using DNA stored before the original dog passed away. Sir Lancelot Encore became the first commercially cloned pet in the United States. The cloning wasn't just a medical marvel, it launched a new era in pet reproduction. While the cloning cost alone was $155,000, the total research and development investment behind it was over $16 million. The cloned pup not only looked like the original Lancelot, but also behaved similarly. This event gained global attention and was featured in major media, including CNN and ABC News. Since then, pet cloning has grown into a luxury service, but Sir Lancelot Encore remains the one that started it all.
Number 15.
Yorkshire Boar, Hercules. In July 2014, a Yorkshire Boar raised by Mark Hoge, a professor at Western Illinois University, and his family broke headlines when it sold for a jaw-dropping $270,000. The record-breaking sale took place during a National Swine Registry conference and show held in Louisville, Kentucky. The buyer was Genetic Edge and Reynolds Farms of Ohio, a major name in elite pig breeding, was praised for having one of the best structural builds ever seen in the breed. Yorkshire pigs are valued for producing large litters and lean, high-quality meat, but Hercules stood out as a game-changer for breeding programs. He was bought specifically to pass on his genetics through artificial insemination programs. Even years later, breeders still reference his genetic legacy when talking about premium boar bloodlines in American pig farming.
Number 14.
Viatina 19, $4.38
million.
In June 2023, Viatina 19.5 Mara Moveus, a Nelore breed cow from Brazil, was sold for $4.38 million during a livestock auction in Minas Gerais. The price reflects a 50% ownership deal, meaning the full value of the animal was estimated at $8.76 million. The highest ever recorded for a cow. Viatina 19 is valued for her elite genetics, including exceptional muscle mass, rapid weight gain, and top fertility rates. She produces high-demand embryos for artificial insemination and embryo transfer programs. On average, her embryos sell for over $20,000 each, and her calves are already breaking records in genetic auctions across Brazil. She is co-owned by leading cattle operations, Agropecuaria Casa Branca and Nelore Mara Moveus, and her bloodline is now considered a national benchmark for superior beef production. If you liked this video so far, leave a like, and you can also check out the 4.8 million extremely rare cow breed you never knew existed on our channel Forever Green. 13.
Catacomb Okami, $5.7 million. A wolf dog that costs more than a Lamborghini? That's Catacomb Okami, a one-of-a-kind hybrid between a wolf and a Caucasian shepherd. Reportedly sold for a staggering $5.7 million in February 2024. Catacomb Okami is not your average guard dog. Born in the US, he weighed over 165 pounds at just 8 months old. Bred for size, strength, and a wolf-like look, he eats more than 6.5 pounds of raw meat daily. His steel gray coat, white chest, and amber eyes give him a powerful look. Okami is also very smart, with strong memory, high prey drive, and natural guarding instincts from both parent breeds. He was bought by Indian businessman S. Satish, president of the Indian Dog Breeders Association, who owns over 150 rare dog breeds, and once made news for panda-like Chow Chows. Okami is one of a kind. As a hybrid, he is infertile and cannot be bred. He lives on a private estate with full-time care and security.
12th S Legend Koi fish, approximately $1.8 million. In 2018, a Japanese koi fish named S Legend was sold for $1.8 million, making it the most expensive koi ever. She was a 9-year-old female kohaku, a white koi with bright red markings, a top color type in Japanese koi breeding. The fish was over 3 feet long and sold at an auction by Saki Fish Farm in Hiroshima. A wealthy collector from Taiwan won the bid. What made S Legend special wasn't just her size or color, but her champion bloodline.
Her family had won top prizes at the All Japan Koi shows, the biggest event for ornamental fish. Female koi are valued for their size and breeding traits, but S Legend was mainly bought to be shown. High-end koi like her live in special ponds with perfect water, pH, and food. The sale made big news and boosted interest in koi breeding in China, Taiwan, and Southeast Asia. Devonvale Perfection. Devonvale Perfection, a Texel ram bred by Graham Morrison in Banffshire, Scotland, was sold in 2009 for £231,000, approximate $376,000 at the time. This was a record-breaking sale for a sheep at that time. He was purchased by 3 British breeders in a joint deal aimed at boosting the quality of their flocks through selective breeding. What made Devonvale Perfection so valuable was his precise genetic traits. Texels are known for superior meat quality, rapid muscle development, and low-fat carcasses. The Texel breed originates from the island of Texel in the Netherlands and is now widely used in the UK's commercial sheep industry for improving lamb yield and feed efficiency.
10th, Armando, the $53 million camel. A camel sold for more than most private jets? That's Armando, a famous dromedary camel who was sold for around $53 million, or 200 million Saudi riyals, in December 2019 at an elite camel auction in Kuwait. Armando wasn't just a camel, he was a symbol of prestige, top bloodlines, and Gulf culture. With a strong hump, arched neck, and perfect facial features, he came from a champion bloodline known for racing and beauty shows. In the Gulf, camel beauty contests are serious events where judges check nose shape, lips, jawline, and posture. The buyer wasn't named, but insiders say he was a wealthy Saudi royal, aiming to upgrade his private breeding program. In Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Qatar, top camels are seen as a luxury asset. 9th, earless monitor lizard pair. The earless monitor lizard, Lancelot borneensis, is one of the rarest reptiles in the whole world and is found only in Borneo. First described in 1978, it wasn't seen again in the wild for over 100 years. It belongs to its own unique branch of evolution and has no close relatives, earning it the name living fossil. In 2016, a wild-caught breeding pair was sold in Japan for 3 million yen, about $25,000, just before trade laws became strict. Now, it's protected under CITES Appendix 2 and in countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei. The lizard is 16 to 20 centimeters long, has rough dark brown skin, no visible ears, and lives in cool wet rainforests near streams. It's nocturnal, shy, and very hard to breed in captivity. It has special features like a regenerating tail, venom glands, and semi-aquatic habits. As of 2025, it is one of the most important reptiles for science and among the hardest to own or study legally. Talking about expensive animals, you can also check out our video, Top 10 Most Expensive Dog Breeds.
8. Giant Japanese stag beetle. In 1999, an insect store in Tokyo sold a male Dorcas hopae binodulosus, a type of stag beetle, for nearly $90,000. It measured 80 millimeters, which made it one of the largest ever recorded. Size like this is extremely rare and highly prized in Japan's beetle collecting community. This beetle was valuable because of its flawless shape, strong mandibles, and clean genetics. Wealthy collectors in Japan often pay huge amounts for beetles with perfect features, especially if they can be used to breed more champions. Beetle collecting is a serious hobby in Japan, and this species is one of the most popular. But this particular sale in Tokyo remains the highest price ever paid for a single beetle in recorded history. 7th, lavender albino ball python.
The lavender albino ball python is one of the rarest and most expensive snakes ever sold. It has a striking lavender-purple base color with bright yellow patterns and red eyes, caused by a rare genetic mutation combining albinism with a specific recessive morph. These snakes don't exist in the wild. They're created through controlled breeding programs over many years. The first known lavender albino morph was bred in the US in the early 2000s by top reptile breeders. At that time, it was so rare that the original breeders didn't sell the first specimens. They used them for further breeding. Once the snake entered the open market, its price hit $40,000. And even now, high-quality morphs can cost over $20,000 depending on lineage. These pythons are non-venomous, live around 20 to 30 years in captivity. 6. Black palm cockatoo. The black palm cockatoo isn't just rare, it's one of the most expensive parrots in the world. Native to the rainforests of northern Australia and Papua New Guinea, this bird stands out with its large black beak, smoky gray feathers, and bright red cheeks that change color when the bird is excited or upset. These cockatoos are extremely intelligent and emotionally sensitive. They're known for their loud calls and unique drumming behavior. Males use sticks to tap on trees, like a musical performance to attract females. Because of their intelligence and strong personality, they bond deeply with their owners but are not easy to care for. They need constant attention, mental stimulation, and a large space to live. Due to their protected status and difficult breeding in captivity, prices reach between $15,000 and $20,000. Only licensed breeders can sell or export them, making them a prized possession for serious collectors. 5. White lion cubs. White lions are not albinos. Their rare color comes from a genetic condition called leucism, which gives them their pale golden or almost pure white fur. These lions are originally from the Timbavati region of South Africa and were first documented by Europeans in the 1930s. But for decades, they were believed to be extinct in the wild until a few were spotted again in the early 1970s. Today, white lions are mostly bred in captivity for zoos, private reserves, and exotic animal collectors. Because of their rarity and striking appearance, cubs can sell for as much as $138,000 to $140,000 each. Their high price also includes the cost of selective breeding, special diets, vet care, and security. They've appeared in music videos, celebrity photo shoots, and private collections around the world, which only drives demand further. Owning one is seen as a status symbol in some elite circles. 4. Armando, the $1.4 million racing pigeon. In 2019, a Belgian racing pigeon named Armando was sold for $1.4 million, breaking all records. Bred by top Belgian breeder Joel Verschoot, Armando was a champion in long-distance races like Périgueux and Angoulême, often finishing first. He could fly back home from over 600 miles, even through storms, which made him stand out. People called him the Lewis Hamilton of pigeons because of his amazing speed, endurance, and smart navigation. A wealthy Chinese pigeon racer bought him to breed top racing pigeons. In China, pigeon racing is a big sport, with prizes worth millions. So, top racers like Armando are in high demand. His baby pigeons were already showing strong results before he was sold. The auction, run by Pipa, Pigeon Paradise, got global attention. A last-hour bidding war between two Chinese buyers pushed the price from $600,000 to $1.4 million. Armando now lives in Beijing, breeding expensive future champions. 3. Bluefin tuna, $3.1 million. In January 2019, a single bluefin tuna weighing 612 pounds was sold for a record $3.1 million at Tokyo's famous Tsukiji fish market. The buyer, Kiyoshi Kimura, owner of the sushi restaurant chain Sushi Zanmai,
known for making headlines with high-profile fish purchases. Bluefin tuna is one of the most prized fish in Japanese cuisine, especially for otoro, the fatty belly meat used in high-end sushi. What made this fish so valuable wasn't just its weight or quality. It was the prestige of the first auction of the year, which often becomes a media spectacle in Japan. Buyers compete not only for the fish, but for national attention and honor. Kimura later said he likely overpaid, but the publicity was worth it. This tuna broke his own previous record of $1.76 million set in 2013, proving that in Japan, the right fish at the right time can be worth millions. 2. Scorpion venom, $39 million per gallon. Scorpion venom is currently one of the most expensive substances on Earth. The venom of the deathstalker scorpion, Lyrus quinquestriatus, is especially valuable, costing up to $39 million per gallon, or about $10 million per liter. The reason? It's extremely rare, incredibly hard to collect, and used in advanced medical research. Each scorpion produces only a few milligrams of venom at a time, and it takes millions of extractions to get even 1 gallon. The venom contains compounds like chlorotoxin, which are being studied for treating brain tumors, arthritis, and autoimmune diseases. Some research also focuses on how it could help deliver drugs directly to cancer cells without harming healthy ones. Due to its price and purpose, scorpion venom is not sold casually. It's handled in high-security labs and often funded by biotech firms and universities. First Siberian musk deer. The Siberian musk deer might look small and shy, but what makes it incredibly valuable lies inside its body, a scent-producing gland. The musk gland, found only in mature males, secretes a waxy substance called musk that's highly prized in the perfume industry and traditional medicine, especially in China and the Middle East. Just 1 kilogram of dry musk can sell for up to $45,000, making it one of the most expensive animal-derived materials on Earth. But each deer produces only a few grams of musk in its lifetime. This high value, combined with the difficulty in farming or extracting the musk ethically, has led to widespread illegal hunting. And that's it for today. See you in the next one on 4 Evergreen.